Peace. How you doing out there? Hip hop world. My name is Yaqub. As a few of you may know, I wanted to touch on a song I'm getting ready to put on called Slumdog Millionaires. I did it around the time when the great JD, aka Jay and Yancey, aka Jay Dilla, passed away. And I lost the files. And so I procrastinated. And by the time I was about to redo the whole thing over, my 10 rest in peace passed away. And so in writing, as I'm an MC and a beat maker, I incorporated my 10 in the rhymes, and it perfectly went, especially into the second verse. I want to touch on a brief little story about my encounter with Jay Dilla on the phone through a very good brother of mine, Shafiq Husayn, as you may know from Solid Rock Creative Partners. I called him because I just got back in the country around 2006, and I was like, yo, what's good? And he was like, I'm working on the beat project, Common, with Dilla. He's sitting right next to me. I'm like, word? Okay. You don't mind if I talk to him for a second? I'm like, yo, no problem. Dilla came on the phone. He was like, yo, what up? Yo, I heard about you, man. He said, yo, it's nice to hear from you. It was like, yo, when you come back out here, let's do something. I'm like, what? I mean, I'm sure in between, before he can even say that, I had to give him his props, because I definitely let him know that I love the Volume 2. You know what I'm saying? I love Fantastic. I heard that on a tape, and it was a bootleg, and it just blew my mind. It wasn't the illest rhymes you ever heard, and it wasn't the craziest beat you ever heard, but it was so soulful, and it resonated with me. So anyway, you know, he's saying these things to me, and I'm just blown. You know, months later, or weeks later, should I say, he was in the hospital and he passed away. It was unbelievable because, Myspace was out at the time. So I'm looking at Myspace and I'm looking at the profile pictures, and I'm seeing a donut halo painting of this man with an MP, with his drum machine under his arm. So I'm like, okay, is this somebody's artistic take on the man? Come find out, this man passes away, and I could not believe it. But it happened, and so I did this song, and like I said, delayed it, procrastinated. The great Baatin passed away. Peace to everybody in Coney Gardens that produced that amazing sound that came out of that area of Detroit that we all know and love. When I did the track, I just wanted you to know I'm not like none of these young kids who just got on the bandwagon and tried to get cool points and had their modern James Dean and you know what I mean, and Dilla this and Dilla that. I really did this track, and it was dedicated to such a great, humble man who actually left a school of thought here in Los Angeles, because now we have a dynamic beat scene with the likes of DiBiase, Flying Lotus, Ross G, you name it. So I was saying, Theory, but the amazing beat scene here. Another thing that's important that people need to understand, this is a beautiful moment in time when James Yancey came to Los Angeles, and whatever Peanut Butter Wolf and Stone Store, whatever they did to make that happen, bomb, you know what I mean? I'm sure there's more of a story to that, but he left a legacy to me personally by affecting people that were already dynamic producers like Shafiq, Husayn, and Madlib. Now, before Dilla came out here, those guys were already inventing coming up with new styles of sounds, and he was very excited to find a home in Los Angeles and also to find great creative minds like those two dudes. You understand what I'm saying? So for those who don't know, Shafiq Husayn is a production legend. He's a production legend. He comes out of the Rhyme Syndicate camp. He's doing production for Ice-T way back in the days. Lord Finesse. And so I'm not going to fall up in it too much. Like I said, I got a song called Slumdog Millionaires. I put it out a few years ago. It's on Hope Share. But now I'm finally about to release it on YouTube. It's nothing special. It's just that I'm being very active and I'm putting out good free music for people to experience, whether they like it or not. I know I'm doing real hip hop. It's not up for debate. So I'm showing love to the Yancey family. I'm showing love to hip hop, and the future. If it's a lot of people that's critical about JD's production, but I'm gonna tell you something. There wasn't nothing coming out fresh until he brought a particular sound. I don't even do that type of thing, but he brought a sound that if it wasn't for that, we'll be stuck. We'll be stuck with boom bap. We'll be stuck with that. And nothing wrong with boom bap. That's what I do. But we'll be stuck. And he broke ground and brought something fresh and new to the game. Like the people like Ninth Wonder and a few others. So that's my spill. I hope you enjoy the song. It's an old joint, but it's an oldie with goodie. So rock on. Peace.
Yeah, I'm here at Track Salinity with my man Wise, me in the booth. I'm about to give a little dedication to the whole Slumville, and my man Jay Dilla, and my man Baatin, Caltroy for life. We thank you too, brothers, for what you have run. A black man's soul poured all over the drums that only true brothers from Detroit could do. Reinvented hip-hop with joints that came true. I didn't realize how much DU have contributed, but through your tracks, you genius, I'm reliving it. I took this time to write this rhyme about you two soulful brothers who remain in our minds, our hearts and our souls, cause I reached your goal like Shan told us. Gave the kids some hope in the ghettos that we live to fall back in the crib. Then again, a future classic, go find race to dinge or use the laptop to provide the backdrop. It's gunshots in the night, flashlight snapshots. I feel your spirit in my wrist as I rework this song. What you gave to hip hop, do your work lives on. To my man Jay Dilla, won't you rock on? To my man Baatin, won't you rock on? And to my man James Yancey, won't you rock on? Rock Sue, I see, won't you rock on? And to my man JD, won't you rock on? The slow little name Titus, won't you rock on? To the whole Slumville, won't you rock on? To the whole Pony Ballers, won't you rock on? To the whole Detroit, won't you rock on? To my man T3, won't you rock on? To my man Kareem Davis, won't you rock on? To my man YG, you know you rock on. To the man Elza, I know you rock on. And my man 12, you gon' rock on. And the man House Shoes, I know you rock on. My man Baatin, he remind us not to sell ourselves to fall in love with the worldly things that we do with our hands that can lead us astray by the words that we say. Man, I tell you Baatin from your past and I feel the same shock, the same way I felt the loss of Scotland Rock. Indeed, it happened not too long after we briefly talked over the phone. You said one I could do would be young. You was a Shafiq's crib working on Common B's album as a scientist in the lab, as an alchemist. Just moved out west, Southern California, dual citizenship. Caltroy was forming. The Lord give it, then he take it away. I'm just thankful for the legacy you left with us, Jay. Even though I see, I never knew you. Felt the positivity you show flow through you. For this song, call me Big Grilla. Master of them Mohicans and them silverback gorillas. The Scholastic Fall and them Westfall niggas. On behalf of them, we miss you, Jay Dilla. I put aside my pride and drop a few tears every now and then when this track hits my ears. I know that there are others who have deeper relation. I know that I'm late, but here's my dedication. In a time when the snares don't snap and the kicks don't kick and the quiz just rap and it sound like zapping. The intellect lack, fit scars, belt buckles, and them tight ass slacks. I'm confused and I'm getting old and I can't keep up, but you know I got soul, cause I still recognize how y'all mastered the drums though. Now to the drum roll, straight out the slums, yo. Miss Yancey gon' rock on. To the brother Q-Tip, he gon' rock on. And to the one Black Milk, he gon' rock on. And to Ali Shaheed Muhammad, he gon' rock on. And the one Busta Bus, he gon' rock on. And the whole Dilla Soul, they gon' rock on. And to that one Questlove, he's gon' rock on. The Oma and Solar Aquarius gon' rock on. And to the one Madlib, he gon' rock on. And to the one P-Rock, he gon' rock on. Shafiq and Sarah, they gon' rock on. And that one Ninth Wonder, he gon' rock on. And that cat Nicolay, he gon' rock on. And that cat High Tech, he gon' rock on. And that sister Badu is gon' rock on. We gon' rock on. We gon' rock on. Yo.